Welcome to Talking Time with Caffeine, the only podcast where we drink caffeine or eat caffeine or inject our blood with caffeine, talking about the subjects that matter to us, or just stick to the story, whichever happens.
Yep. I got Doritos and no caffeine because I already drank enough today.
I've got this Super Bowl XLIX cup that I'll be refilling throughout the stream.
As you can see, our setup's totally different today. Instead of the main topic, we have current topic.
Huh?
And we changed the topic as we talk about new things. So when you come on, you know what we're talking about.
Huh? Hey, that's pretty good.
Schnick, why do you sound so disinterested about it?
He's like, what, huh?
Oh, police, murder.
Well, I don't condone murder, but okay. Oh, and since we're live,
Come back.
So our first topic, for an hour later, was gaming music.
There we go.
So, Snick, what do you think about music and gaming nowadays and in the past?
I said this last episode, but a lot of music in games nowadays sucks.
I wouldn't really say so.
Really?
On Nintendo's side, not really.
Well, like, some of the only good music nowadays comes from Japanese developers. Like, yeah, like Final Fantasy 15 kept it up with the other games.
Yeah, weird.
Then, let's see. Seems like mostly American and European games, they have bad soundtracks, mostly because a lot of them sound like generic movie tracks.
yeah, I agree. There's actually a couple that would surprise you that do have some good music. I was actually genuinely surprised because Black Ops 3, while it's not Call of Duty Black Ops 3, while it's not, the greatest game, it's a pretty good Call of Duty. It's a good medium between Infinite Warfare, or should I say Infinite Sadness.
And I did like the rank up sound in Black Ops 3.
Yeah, the music and the soundtrack and everything is pretty nice.
Trying to think of like what recent outside Japan games that I thought had good soundtracks. I think.
Sorry, before you continue, Mario's looking at. Okay, go on.
I thought Dying Light had a good soundtrack. Well, some tracks in it, not all of them. Trying to think. Meanwhile, the Half-Life games had good soundtracks, but that was like a decade ago.
Yeah, that's true also. Recently, I played through Just Cause 3, if you guys know what that is. It's a pretty fun game. Basically, if Michael Bay had a video game.
Yeah, I love, yeah.
So I'm gonna try restarting the stream because it's not playing whatsoever on my end.
The buffering has stopped. Try refreshing the stream for you real quick. Try doing that. But the soundtrack for Just Cause 3 is pretty good, and it's the game itself. The tone is taking itself as a just random action game. And the soundtrack fits it very well, and it does a really good job of portraying, hey, this is an intense game, except for when you're exploring the island, it's very relaxing and not at all, like, what an action game would sound like, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like it's not buffering anymore.
Yeah, it's not buffering anymore. I think it was just having problems starting out.
Only problem I have with game music nowadays is certain games if you put in music, you get copyright strikes on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most certainly.
Chat, let us know how the stream is going. If it's buffering still. My end's not.
I mean, I'll admit, it's not just music. I feel like a lot of stuff nowadays I just don't like as much compared to like older stuff. Like for a class I have next week, I have to put together a PowerPoint called a creative inventory, where I basically have to talk about movies, games, TV shows that influenced me.
Yeah.
And the thing is, during the conclusion, I'm gonna note that when it comes to animated series, when it comes to naming animated series from the 2010s that I liked, I could count them all on one hand.
Yeah.
Like,
What for like?
what happened?
That's I can't think of what I was going to say now. Is that oh god, brain not working.
What?
For people on stream, I said good job. Apparently, I left my mic muted.
Oh. I am not seeing the comments. Let me go live.
What were you trying to respond to?
I was wondering if we already switched subjects already or not.
No, No, we didn't switch subjects.
Okay.
I was just noting how, kind of like game music nowadays, a lot of like stuff in general, I just find myself not enjoying. Like the example I was using was how I like a lot of animated series from the 90s and 2000s. From the 2010s, the ones I like from the 2010s, I can only count on one hand.
Same with music?
Not so much music, because like I said, it depends on who makes it. It's just like a lot of, like, from what I can tell, for the most part, Japanese music from Japanese games is good enough.
Yeah, like I said, it's too bad that music can't play it.
But from like American and European games, not so much. Well, and there's like, maybe with that stuff I could count on one hand, but it depends.
Are there European games?
Oh yeah, a lot. Like there's quite a few games that are made by European developers, but then they're published by American companies.
I think part of the problem with the video game music being just typical movie style is because of the fact that a lot of the games for a long time now have been like literally movie-like. They're too, in my opinion, I feel that they're too similar to movies because they seem to have the same style a lot of the time. Like, for example, Uncharted. There's a ton of Uncharted games, but then you also have give me an example, Schnick.
You also have Last of Us.
Yeah, that's the same kind of art style too. It's just like there's so much of it that it has literally become generic. Like,
and another really cinematic game is Metal Gear Solid 5, but that wasn't even made by Hideo Kojima. But a lot of the Metal Gear Solid games are really cinematic because of the long cutscenes.
Well, that's the thing. They were meant to be, like, even all the way back to the first one on the PS1. And I would argue it still worked, because even though it was very cinematic, it still knew it was a game at the end of the day by having all of its ridiculous situations, including reading your memory card, having all the fourth wall breaks.
Well, okay, maybe
and the soundtracks were still good.
Maybe I didn't use the right wording. What I meant was, like, the graphics for a bunch of PS4 and Xbox One games look too similar to each other. I mean, yeah, I guess you could describe that they are cinematic-like, and you could argue, oh, Metal Gear Solid's cinematic, and that's not boring, and, you know, they'd be right, but I wasn't trying to say that it's the cinematic part, like the cinematic theme, that's the bad part overall, but it's just the fact that there's too much of the style, like the art style and the kind of music that is just kind of ridiculous, I guess. Like, there's such an abundance of it that it's like it made me literally disinterested in a lot of PS4 and Xbox games, or not PS4, sorry, PlayStation and Xbox games, just because of that fact. I don't know if the games would be necessarily bad, but they just all look too similar, to me at least. Just like how Schnick says that a lot of cartoons nowadays look too similar, and he's right. There are a lot of similar looking cartoons, unfortunately.
Mario, can I interrupt you for a minute? I was in the class I need to make that PowerPoint for today. One of the kids that went up today to give his PowerPoint, because we had to present to class, well, that's what we have to do. He noted how when he was a kid, he would always watch Cartoon Network and all. He would always watch Cartoon Network. It was like one of his favorite things. And then he made a brief statement, not so much anymore today because it's kind of shit today. And a lot of people, like I actually kind of loudly said, yeah. I actually said yes. And then a couple of other people were like nodding or saying or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of Western media, I'm trying to like be racist or anything like that, but a lot of Western media has gone down the crap. And it's because a lot of it is either geared toward adults who are really serious, or children who are stupid.
Well, I mean,
let's go for example.
Well, I mean, I don't really see how. I don't know. I'm kind of the person that thinks, oh, just because a product is towards a certain demographic, that doesn't mean that other demographics can enjoy it. And that kind of goes the same with, you know, games that would be seen as for kids, like Crash or Mario, for example. I still enjoy those, not just because I played it as a kid, but because they're actually freaking good, in my opinion.
Doesn't Mario have the same music it's always had, pretty much, or is it different?
Depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about New Super Mario Brothers, we haven't had an NSMB game in years.
You can tell that by the soundtrack, they're like clearly directed towards children. Like, you know, like you can tell they have like a little.
I mean,
kind of feel in the soundtrack. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, but I know that when it comes to like animation for adults, a lot of it's just dumb comedy, and like a lot of it like relies on shock humor. Like I can only name like 2 animated series that were actually a lot more serious and like focus more on story than they do on humor. And ironically, those are the 2 of the 5 I would say from the 2010s I liked. They are Samurai Jack Season 5 and the Castlevania TV series.
Yep. I still need to watch the Samurai Jack.
Do you think a good music is one? You think it's good or bad? You can't get music out of your head, or a song out of your head.
I think it's good.
It depends on what kind of song you can't get out of your head. If it's something like the trailer music for Samurai Jack Season 5, like that's the kind of thing I don't want to get out of my head. And then when it's something like when it's something like Let It Go, I want to be out of my head immediately.
I don't know about you, but that never really happens to me. Maybe it happened as a kid, but like not even that often as a kid, to be honest.
Oh, I still hum the Power Ranger song in my head sometimes. It's different seasons. It's like in my head. And with Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street.
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood.
I guess if it's catchy enough, it'll stay in your head.
Hey, yeah. I think I just found another topic we can transfer over to if we want.
I guess to wrap this topic up, if we're done, is just to say game music. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it sucks, and YouTube will give you a strike for it, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
No, Sparrow, I have to agree with you there, and also agree to disagree. So I wouldn't just crack open a bottle of brain bleach. I just crack open a bottle of regular bleach and down that sucker like it's New Year's Eve.
You know, Sparrow, there was a thing that the student council at me and Kay Gunn's school happened like last school year.
We gotta make that a quote.
Huh?
We gotta make that a quote. Nah, I just crack open a regular bottle of bleach and down that sucker like it's New Year's Eve.
But anyways,
sorry.
So a year ago, school year at least, beginning of the year, literally the student council was like, oh, we're gonna have this like fundraiser thing or whatever it was. I think it was a fundraiser. And if we don't reach our goal, as long as we haven't reached our goal, we're gonna play Never Gonna Give You Up during passing periods every single school day.
And during lunch.
Oh yeah, that too. And it actually pissed me off. Like, oh my god. Like, at first it was okay, but like, it got pretty annoying so fast. Like, oh my god. And it actually led, no joke, it actually led to me protesting, which was quickly shut down, and I was told a couple of ridiculous things, but basically they told me that, oh, we can't have people protesting, even though all I was doing was holding a piece of paper over my head like this. Is the reason why they don't want me doing that specifically is because of the fact of safety, apparently. And
what does that have to do with safety?
Because they're probably afraid that people are going to start rioting and freaking out. And it's like, I don't know if that's going to exactly happen. Honestly.
Down with that song. Down with that song. Down with that song.
Also, the other problem with that argument is the fact that, you know, if it was a controversial thing, then sure, that would probably happen, and I'd agree there. But this situation is not controversial. It's bullshit.
Yeah, don't you know Mario protesting is anti-American?
Yeah.
But honestly, it's pretty fucking bullshit of a situation, so I don't know why people would come up and punch me in the face because of the fact that I didn't like the song playing constantly, and I'm sure a ton of other people have not.
I would have.
Speaking of that song, do you remember a few years ago, it was all over YouTube, every time you click the clickbait videos where you click on it and it was that song?
I remember that.
I remember that.
Yeah. But I wasn't done though. What was weird is that in my video class, which people make videos and they can get put up during the announcements, I was told, hey, you could make a video talking about this thing and how it shouldn't be a thing. But it's like, wait, so you're telling me that I can protest on the announcements, but I can't hold a piece of paper over my fucking head? Like, how does that make any sense? So either a certain amount of people are going to see it based on where I stand, or pretty much everyone's gonna see it. Which, apparently, everyone's gonna see it is a much better idea to the school system than fucking holding a piece of paper over my fucking head. Yeah, because that makes complete sense. Schnick, also, by the way, your webcam is off. I'm not sure why that is.
It's because I'm trying to go into the stream chat.
Speaking of...
Are you going to be on stream chat the entire time?
No, I'm gonna come back.
Alright.
So just give
Mario.
me a minute.
Speaking about our school announcement system, what did you think of my hold on? What did you think of my music video today?
I think I might not have gotten to see it, but I think you uploaded it on your channel, so...
Yeah, it's on my channel.
I'd have to watch it again.
Knowing each other for so long.
Buffering again on my end.
It's buffering again?
Yeah, my end.
Are you fucking serious right now? God damn it.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run and desert you.
Meanwhile, also, side note, I've had people in the past, like Brandon, for instance, I think it was on, like... Actually, I think I talked about it when it happened on Vandelia's channel before. Ow, my throat. What the fuck? This piece of shit isn't fucking working. Oh my god. You know what the weirdest thing about this error is? The fact that on OBS, everything looks to be in check. Like, I'm not even joking. Everything seems to be in check, but on the stream,
Ooh,
no.
Avengers Earth
Oh wait, now it's loaded again.
Oh my goodness. There goes my camera.
What the hell? Okay, so apparently now it's fine again.
Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes. Holy crap. That
maybe it's fine again. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I watched it when it was on Netflix, and then they replaced it with that other Avengers thing, and I don't watch that. I've heard it's not that good.
It's okay, but yeah, the original is a lot better. As in most.
Yeah, they replaced it because of how the live-action movie was a success, and instead of just rebranding the original series to fit more with the movie, they're like, oh, we need a whole new series that's themed after the movie.
Yeah. It did work better for marketing and stuff like that, so I mean there's that, but
Yeah.
other than that.
Yeah, well that's the only reason it exists, to market the movies. And then, but even then, it looks like Disney might be breaking away from that because they now have a Spider-Man cartoon that's not marketing the Spider-Man movies at all. Like, it's not themed after them.
Right.
So, I watched a few episodes of that. It looks okay so far. Like, definitely better than the one Ultimate Spider-Man, the one they had before it.
Oh!
So we got... Right.
Okay, so, oh.
Well,
really?
I'll see you guys later. Hey, Gun Gaming just signed off.
The fuck? Why is this not fucking working?
Because Brandon.
And he's back.
Can this fucker not work now, or what? So
current topic, technical difficulties.
No, I thought the current topic was going to be famous stuff we never watched. Because when...
We did watch
13 Reasons Why.
I've never seen that, and I thought of this topic because of how Kagan and Vandalia mentioned Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I've never seen that, ever.
Okay.
Aside from a few YouTube videos.
So let's wait till... So current topic, I guess current topic is TV shows? Or
no, it's
cartoons?
stuff no, it's famous stuff, movies, TV shows, games that we've never played or watched.
That was our little transition music.
So
I don't know what that was.
So, isn't the Mr. Rogers Show, don't know what it's really called, wasn't that show in, like, 1990s or something?
That show was from, like, that show was on from the 60s or 70s to the 2000s.
Well, fuck me, because I never saw it.
It basically was like one of the big things alongside Sesame Street. The only reason it ended was because the guy who created... Yeah, he died. So.
Like in the early 2000s.
Oh, wow.
It was a show. It was a PBS show where this guy wore a sweater and talked about his feelings. Like, remember, I'm your neighbor. And it was cute. And and there's a trolley that went to land the puppets with the king and queen.
Like my favorite character.
The king and queen and talking tigers and owls. It was really cute.
Oh, the one you just mentioned. They made a spin-off based on that, but I hear it sucks.
A spin-off of Mr. Rogers?
Yeah. Starring the tiger.
What the hell? Okay.
But yeah, it's basically they rode a toy trolley to land the puppets, and he talked about his feelings. He wore sweaters and sneakers.
And supposedly, didn't he cover some heavy topics a couple of times?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched it until I was like 10 or 11.
The thing is, I think one such heavy topic was his own impending death.
What?
I think I stopped watching it by then.
Yeah, like, the last episode, he announced that basically he was gonna die soon. And...
Wow, 68 to 2001 is when it was airing.
Wait, he freaking made a final episode about how he's dying.
I think they did.
I think Sesame Street.
Oh my god! And this is for kids?
Yeah.
Damn! They were freaking hardcore in the 60s, apparently. Well, 60s now, whatever. Fuck it.
I mean, Sesame Street did the same thing in the 80s. That's the first time I remember watching was when Mr. Hooper died in the 80s.
Yeah, the thing with Mr. Hooper in Sesame Street was when the actor died, they could have just took the easy way out and just simply said, oh, he moved away, or just simply not explained it at all. No, they decided, the people behind the show were like, kids are going to ask why he's not here, so they ended up doing a whole episode where they announced that that he died.
Because I think that's the first episode I ever remember watching. I think that was 4 or 5 when that aired, or 3 or 4 or 5. I was young, and I remember that episode, and it had Big Bird asking, "Where's Mr. Hooper? He's gone, Big Bird. When will he be back? He's not coming back."
Oh, dude, that's really dark.
And Big Bird cried.
Not helping matters is the fact that all the human actors that were giving the news to Big Bird, they were trying really hard to hold tears back.
They were sad too.
Of course they were. Worked with the guy for like 20 years or so.
That sounds really crazy.
Yeah.
I guess kids gotta learn about death too.
Let me be right back. I gotta fill my cup back up.
So, I guess Mr. Rogers was more hardcore than Sesame Street and Arthur.
I heard there's rumors going on that he was like a Marine or a Navy guy. I'm not sure or not that the rumor was like he was like the Navy SEALs. Like I said, I don't know if that's true, but that was the rumor back in the day.
The only time I really saw anything with Mr. Rogers was in YTPs.
Yo, what the hell?
It was a fake rumor. That's what I thought.
The fuck?
What?
Found out my phone charger has a crack in it. So now I have to get a new one. God
it does have a crack?
Yeah, it has like a freaking crack in the sheet.
Oh, I thought you said it. I thought you said you thought it had a crack. Not it did.
It does have a freaking crack.
Damn it.
God damn it.
So it's not working at all?
Oh, it works, but I'm not gonna be using a damn charger that has a freaking crack in it.
You know what's bullshit? I fucking had chargers that literally broke on me in the most retarded ways, and I didn't even fucking abuse them or anything.
Oh, then again, I did get a free cable that's themed after Coca-Cola.
Oh, so about you, Mario? You think famous you never watched? Or are you talking about anymore?
Well, I mean,
talking about that.
I mean,
we're talking about kids' deaths now.
I mean, I don't really remember watching Arthur, even though that was like a relevant show when I was younger.
That was like
I watched it when I was a kid, except I don't remember a lot of it.
I remember reading the books, but I think I never got into the TV shows. I think
what?
It was past my time.
Whoa, guys. I'm freaked out right now. I just saw me sitting in my chair, and then some black thing go across my camera. What was that?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
What the fuck?
Maybe Arthur broke into your house.
Wait. I need to see this.
I was gonna say a little known fact. Did you know Arthur's still on the air to this day?
New episodes or reruns?
New episodes.
What? How the hell is that thing still going? Oh my god!
It's still going because they switched to cheap flash animation, just showing laziness.
Oh hey, just like Johnny Test.
Either a bug or you have spooks.
That's what Sprout says.
That was one of the best ones I've heard out of you.
Really?
Okay, thankfully, that was just me overreacting to nothing. It's probably just me doing a stupid thing that I didn't notice.
He's hallucinating.
Next topic. Taking drugs during a podcast. No.
Well, I mean, caffeine is a drug, so... What?
Have you ever injected heroin into your kneecaps?
No.
We're gonna get...
Why in your kneecaps?
It's a trip. Get it? Get it?
Oh, you
get it? Because you'll trip and fall? Ah!
That's for stuff I've never seen. Famous stuff. God, I can't think of... I don't know if Arthur's famous. I guess he is. Never saw it, really.
No, I was making a joke about tripping.
Good for you.
Snake, are you eating the cable? Or are you?
I can't think of anything I haven't seen, or famous stuff at least. I've seen a lot of obscure stuff. I'm sure I've seen. I'm sure lots of I haven't seen. I don't know even if it's famous or not.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Well, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that either. So yeah, Game of Thrones. I haven't seen that. I guess that's famous.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, another PBS. Speaking back to PBS. There's what I used to love growing up on PBS was Reading Rainbow.
Never saw that either.
Reading Rainbow? I've never heard of it.
Reading Rainbow.
It's sort of talking about books.
Oh, wonder. I probably would have hated that show as a kid because I fucking hated books. Because to me, I was like, well, this is boring. It's just like pages with only text. What the hell? This sucks.
Most books as kids had. Well, most books I read as kids had pictures too.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I still don't really prefer to read books, but for a different reason.
Like Dr. Seuss I read
Mario,
I read a lot of Dr. Seuss.
Mario, would you have been okay with comics?
Seeing as in middle school, I picked up Diary of a Wimpy Kid and freaking read the first book in the same day.
I wish I would have.
Yes.
Well, that wasn't a comic.
I wish I would have.
Well, I wouldn't say a comic by definition. I mean, there's similarities, but I wouldn't say it's by definition a comic.
I said that's not a comic.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it is a comic, but there are similarities to it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I mean, if you're talking about comics in the sense of Marvel, then no, because I never got into that stuff. So.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, I would always read the Disney Adventures magazine. They would always have like little comic strips. In fact, they even had like a spin-off book series that just had the comics.
And then, also, yeah, Dr. Seuss. I read whoever made Encyclopedia Brown. That's another series I liked. It's like the Boy Detective. Let's see. The Beverly Clearly book, like Master Motorcycle, another series I read as a kid.
I think, didn't that author turn like 100 recently?
Maybe. I was paying attention.
Well, I know she's still around for a fact, but...
Can somebody in the call let me know when my music is too loud?
Okay.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, so she's still alive?
Yeah, she's still alive. I think she turned 100 recently.
Yeah, I saw that movie. I saw that movie too, Sparrow.
What movie?
Mouse and Motorcycle.
There was a movie about that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll admit, it took me until 2016 before I finally watched Lord of the Rings.
Okay, that's loud now.
Was I cut off?
No, but still.
Yeah.
Is it too loud?
Yeah.
Too loud or?
Yes.
Okay, how about now?
I have a VHS.
Or I think I only see one Lord of the Rings movie, and that's only part of the way through. I think it was
Okay,
Return of the King.
wait, guys, hold on for 1 second. So apparently my brother just gave me dinner, and he really wants to say hi. So
what's up, guys? Peace, love.
Hi.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Hi.
Hi.
They all said hi in like the most boring way possible. They were like, hi.
I'm sure monotone is worse.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go have dinner.
Yeah, last time your brother watched the stream, he watched the wrong stream.
Oh yeah, that's right, he did. All because
Is he watching it now?
No, I think he just came back from something else.
What?
Like a men's Bible study that my dad goes to.
Hey, he's doing Bible study.
He's a Christian.
That's good. At least he knows that he has a community he can help out.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Ow, my cheeks! Ah, I hate that sting. You know what sting you get when you don't eat for a while and then you put food near or in your mouth and your cheeks just hurt? That shit fucking sucks.
Let's see. What UK gun? Anything you never saw, everyone else saw?
The Hunger Games.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, that's something I've never seen.
That's it. Well, I can say that I have seen that now. I saw it in May when I went to, or July when I went to visit my niece down in Tennessee. We watched it, a marathon of it down in Tennessee.
Yeah. I didn't get to see the first movie in theaters because my sister begged me to take her to go see Three Stooges. But then I saw the others in theaters. Curious. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of Three Stooges, one time in the elementary school of Vandalia, they played it they played it for assembly or class movie. We saw Three Stooges meet Hercules.
Oh God!
Like the 30s version.
Three Stooges meet Hercules. Is that what you said?
Yeah, or something like I don't know what that was called, but yeah, it was like a black and white movie from the 50s or something.
Oh, that can't be good. Meeting Hercules. They must have been in some wacky adventures.
You know a scary coincidence?
Too loud, Keegan.
Too loud.
You know a scary coincidence?
What?
So, in the most recent Three Stooges live-action movie, they were obviously portrayed by different actors since the original Stooges had all died. But one thing that was praised about the movie is how the actors got it right.
Really?
Like, the movie was overall considered not that good, but their performances were considered good.
Wow.
Wasn't there really 4 Stooges?
Well, yeah. There was because when Curly ended up having a stroke, Shemp came in to take his place.
Yeah, I've heard that the 3 then I was sort of different 3. Like I thought it was, no, like isn't that one? Is that the wrong? Am I remembering this right? I thought it was different 3, but nope. They placed somebody else.
Well, I just wanted to say that the actor who played Mo Howard in the recent movie, the 2012 movie, he was born like a few days after the real Mo Howard died.
Oh, maybe reincarnated.
Maybe.
That's crazy. I remember watching like the 2012 Three Stooges movie. And I remember
never saw it.
I was like, you know, in terms of being a movie, this movie is awful. But in terms of being a Three Stooges, the fact that those weren't the original guys, and they did such a fantastic job was like incredible, you know? Because I remember seeing like the original like black and white one, you know? It's like, oh, that's pretty funny. It's slapstick humor. And those guys in the new movie aren't even the same people. Probably never done it before. Did a fantastic job of pulling it off.
Yeah, they were like one of the original comedy acts, I think. Yeah. Oh, and Sparrow says something about that. Sparrow says Shemp was the original Three Stooges, but left to pursue his own films. He came back when Crowley had the stroke.
Yeah.
I think there was a couple times when all 4 of them were on screen at the same time. If I remember.
I think during the after Curly had the stroke and he left, I think there was one short that had Mo, Larry, and Shemp, and Curly ended up making a cameo appearance with the 4 of them on screen briefly.
Was Larry the bald one?
Yeah, Larry was the one that was balding. Well, no, he had like messed up hair, but he kind of had like a bald forehead. But no, Curly was the one that was bald and fat.
Oh,
yeah.
I was confused.
Or was he acrobatic?
Yeah, the names are confusing.
Kind of, yeah.
Ah! So is the Three Stooges part done, or?
The last thing I remember is that I think, one thing I also found kind of curious was the fact that, like, in the mid to late 60s, Larry ended up having a stroke or something, and he ended up having to, he had to retire, and then the Stooges disbanded at that point.
There's another series that's...
And all I remember is that, surprisingly, even though he was in really bad health, he surprisingly made it all the way to 1975, 1 year before Mo ended up dying.
Yeah. There's another series that, besides Mr. Rogers, lasted a long time. I think the Three Stooges were around for, like, but how long does he... I can't talk. How long were they around for? Like, for years.
They started, like, in the 30s, I think, or maybe even the late 20s, but... Or maybe I'm thinking the Marx Brothers with that, but yeah, the Stooges kept going into like the 50s. No, they like after Shemp ended up dying of a heart attack, they got like another guy to take his place, and then Mo, Larry, and the other guy kept going to the 60s, and then they disbanded after Larry had the stroke.
About 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a few like I saw the Hercules movie and other things, but
oh my god, you just remind me of Arnold Schwarzenegger's first movie. It's called Arnold Schwarzenegger's first movie was called Hercules in New York. And it is a ridiculous movie, not to mention there's like 2 different versions of it. Because apparently Arnold's English wasn't very good back then, so...
I think it still is.
Oh, it's definitely a lot better nowadays, but... good enough so that he managed to become governor of California, governor. But,
yeah, I'm doing alright.
But back then, back in like the early 70s, I guess I saw a few clips. I don't think he was speaking English that bad, but he had a heavy accent. So there's 2 versions. One where they actually dubbed over his voice with an American voice that doesn't even try matching with what he said. That doesn't even try matching his lip movements, I think.
Oh my god.
And then there's the one where they just left Arnold's audio unaltered.
The unedited version.
And what's strange is that in the unedited version, there's a scene where friggin' Arnold as Hercules writes a letter to his friend he makes in New York. In both versions, no matter what version you're watching, you have to hear the dubbed voice as the letter is read.
That's stupid.
It's like dubbing an anime. Like the old Speed Racer anime. Definitely too loud.
Too loud.
Mute your mic.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Bye, Shrek.
I'm trying to remember one movie that I was gonna say.
Yeah.
What was that movie that had like a bunch of books?
Page Master?
No, like it was around 2012, 2013, I think.
Bedtime stories?
What?
What? No.
No.
Harry Potter?
I thought Harry Potter was dead in 2013.
It was dead by then, but then Fantastic
Percy
Beasts brought it
Jackson?
back.
No, I'm talking about a movie that at the time was recent, had a bunch of books, and had a bunch of movies, and...
He had a bunch of books.
There was a bunch of novels.
Oh,
Percy
so it was a
Jackson?
book series.
Yeah, it was a book series, but the titling was, like, weird, I guess. Because...
Len, what's in the wardrobe?
No. It was a really popular series at the time.
Lord of the Rings? The Hobbit?
No, not Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit.
What was it about?
Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't really say much about it.
Gay.
Percy Jackson?
You're getting closer, but I don't think it was made by Percy Jackson.
That was the name of the guy.
I know I pronounced that wrong. Whatever. I don't care.
Percy Jackson isn't a director. He's a
character.
Whatever. I don't think he was in any of the movies that I'm talking about.
See, it
might have been similar to Hunger Games. I'm not sure.
Oh, Divergent.
Yes, that one. That fucking series I never watched or read.
I saw the very first one. Never seen after that.
I've seen all 3 of them. I think there are, and they're actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw the first one.
You know, one popular book series turned movie that I was gracefully spared from watching?
What?
Harry Potter.
Twilight.
Never saw that too. Never saw it. Never read it.
Never saw it
either. None of us in this call have ever seen it.
Yeah, let's just say that the closest I got to seeing it was when my sister and my dad were watching the ending of the first one. And when my sister tried to get me to watch the second one with her, but I fell asleep on it like 10 minutes in.
Proud of you.
Hey, Stick, what's this with me? Sure, what is it? Ah, my eyes!
Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Watch this. Alexa, remind me to go to the shower at 9:30. Alexa, thank you.
Okay.
Well,
congratulations. Now everybody knows that K-Gun is or has taken a shower on January 31st, 2018 at around 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Mountain time.
No, Arizona time.
Oh.
Ooh, Emperor's
I forgot. Arizona's its own time zone.
Very similar to Mountain Time, but no fucking
Mario Kagan did the dance.
What?
Kagan did the dance.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes MarioTube is 3 hours behind us. Me and Snake, sometimes he's 2 hours behind.
Yeah.
Because we jump forward and he does not.
Yeah, I know, I don't either.
No, we're gonna spring forward and then we're gonna fall back.
I guess when Arizona does any farming, that's why I don't. What's that for? Was that farming?
Daylight savings had stuff to do with farming, yes.
Yeah, no one farms in Arizona.
It's pretty stupid that they still have daylight savings because, I mean, I don't really think that farming is really that big of a thing as it used to be.
Oh, it's definitely a big thing, especially worldwide.
People still farm. There's still farm fields where I live.
I mean,
Psycho Dad's a farmer.
Well, I mean, it's the fact that, you know, everyone in a daylight savings time zone has to, you know, abide by the daylight savings, even though they don't farm. So it's like, what the hell? Why can't we just have like certain areas where daylight savings doesn't occur, but then in areas where there's farming, then daylight savings should apply?
I don't care.
I mean, especially if the whole job is about farming. Wouldn't that make sense?
Wait. Okay. Schnick, I believe it was Schnick, said that farming is still a really thing. You want to hear a statistic? Before the Industrial Revolution, in about 1800 something, 1700s, around that time, 80% of the entire planet Earth were farmers. Now, it's less than 1%.
They still can, and that 1% can still feed the world.
Yep.
Without them, yeah, there would be no food supply.
But yeah. Well, as for Mario's statement, they'll probably get confusing. You go to different county. Okay, switch your clocks back now. Another county. Switch your clocks back forward. You go to different areas.
Well, I mean, like, it's hard to explain, but basically the gist of it would probably be that for most of people, daylight savings wouldn't be a thing, but then for areas where a lot of farming occurs, then it would be like a little bit different. I mean,
personally, I like having an extra hour.
I mean, I guess an easier way to explain it now that I think about it is that have the farmers adjust their time to wake up a little bit earlier, and have the time also not be changed, so you're not forcing yourself to go back an hour forward, an hour, or all this shit.
Luckily nowadays, this is an old analog clock. Analog clock.
Whoa!
Anal clock.
Most clocks reset automatically. It's the old annual, like the old digital, not digital clock. And do by hand. You do it by hand. Otherwise, most clocks, like phones and computers, are like automatically.
Yeah, but even then, it's still pretty stupid. Like, we shouldn't have to abide by that shit anymore because the fact that not that big of farming occurs, especially when you consider that statistic. You know,
babies' kisses.
Just have people wake up earlier. Wouldn't that be a better solution? Because I mean, after all, isn't that what we're kind of doing already?
Speaking on the concept of time,
what would they?
I like getting an extra hour on daylight savings.
What would they farm in Arizona? Cactuses?
Yeah. Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. It's the quenchiest.
And palm trees.
Orange, cattle, cotton, and citrus.
They grow citrus down there.
Yeah. We grow lots of like oranges and lemons and stuff. Okay, so on the topic of time, I'd like to, if I could,
change topic then real fast.
Shift this over, not just time, but of current projects, because my current project is on a very
never mind them.
They're
talking about time still. So they're talking about stuff.
I thought he was going to be getting to that.
Well, no, I'm saying we could change the current topic to like maybe like personal projects that you're working on, like projects that these people might see soon. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we usually do that by the end of the podcast.
Oh god!
And I don't know if we're out of topics already or what.
Back to message. We're talking about message boards now.
Oh, message boards! You want me to tell this story?
Well, first, wait.
So how long? How much time is the podcast on?
However long we have.
Okay, guys. Okay, K-Gun, to answer your question, it's been running for almost 1 hour, so we'd have about 1 hour left. And also, it seems like we are really disorganized at the moment, so what are we going to do?
Message boards.
Alright.
Message boards.
Alright, have it your way.
Burger King.
Oh god.
I just spontaneously did that, I'm sorry.
So, back in 6th grade, maybe? No, 7th grade. I was on the website GameFAQs, okay? And I found out they had a whole bunch of message boards. And I was like, oh, message boards where you can just post whatever we want? And I found a message board which was basically meant to give advice to contributors on the website. I ended up making a topic called How to Write a Game Guide for a Major Video Game. As in the big AAA games that we're going to be getting a whole bunch of guides from people who picked up the game day one and played them all through like in a week. There's only one problem. I made that topic saying, oh, I'm going to give you advice on how to do it.
Oh,
except
no.
I never actually did it. My logic was that, oh, I had so many different game guides denied. I'm just telling you what not to do.
I don't know.
You created guides and they were denied, so you're telling me. Seriously? You know what? I didn't think I was gonna do this, but you know what? I'm gonna do this.
What the hell?
You'll see what the hell.
Oh my god.
There we go. There we go. That's gonna be an indicator to people now. I'm not even joking. Like, I didn't want to do it because of the fact that, oh, maybe my webcam wouldn't pick up things as good as a brighter light, but no. Apparently, that has to be an indicator because people can't freaking not come in here. Holy crap. Alright, go on.
Alright, so eventually I ended up settling on a message board dedicated to the TV game show Survivor.
Oh no, here we go.
Yeah, this is it.
Nothing I never saw, Survivor.
Yeah, I was watching the TV. I was watching that big time with my mom and dad around that point, but not so much anymore. So I immediately went into the Survivor message board, and without looking up how you were supposed to make and create a game, I just immediately posted a topic saying, "Oh, it's me. I'm playing my own game of Survivor." As if people on the board were supposed to know me.
Wow, alright. Good job.
Hey, MarioTube.
So,
what?
Can you fight with this? You gotta have to wait a minute.
We didn't hear anything you said, so whatever.
He said that MarioTube, can you do this, and made his light strips do that animation.
Yeah, don't care.
Alright, well, so the first topic I made was called Nintendo Survivor. Literally, all it was that I took the whole cast of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and basically users had to basically vote out what character they wanted to go, like, every day. And all while that was going on, I would post all these shitty dialogue scenes, and let's just say a lot of what, because I misunderstood adult humor and adult terms at that point, let's just say a lot of what I put was probably stuff that's not appropriate to talk about.
Like your chicken nugget things, like your chicken nuggets things.
No, not that level, but still pretty bad.
Rebirth.
Like, for instance, there was one scene where Mario got voted out, and in a very contrived family challenge, I had Mario come back, except he was freaking drunken over the fact he lost.
Oh.
Was he like the prequel, the drunk Obi-Wan, drunk Mario?
Except, wah.
Super Mario, more like super drunk.
Yeah, let's just say I forgot a lot of what I said, but the few things I do remember, they are not pleasant. Like, the chicken nuggets thing was just an innocent misunderstanding from an elementary schooler that was not very appropriate, but still. We're talking these message board posts, I was intentionally trying to be offensive.
You were trying to be offensive?
Maybe not trying to be offensive, but I was trying to be edgy. Like, ooh, I use this word. Ooh, I use this curse word.
Ooh, I said the N-word.
You know me, just finding ways to take off the edge.
Well,
so, the problem with that message board game, so to speak, is that a lot of the board users were sarcastically praising it.
Damn it.
They were completely sarcastic, and here's the problem. I did not see any sarcasm. I thought people legitimately loved me.
Nobody loves me.
I mean, sometimes I took it too far. Like, there was a point where I tried rigging the game so that Luigi would win. And when that didn't work and I got a bunch of people posting up the ass, saying how I was an asshole, I eventually backpedaled and had them come back. Had Luigi, whoever was voted out in Luigi's place, come back, and Luigi went out.
No one likes Luigi.
But yeah, like, that's just it. That's just, there's just too much to discuss what went wrong there, but because of the smashing success of this Nintendo Survivor, I made Sony Survivor when Nintendo Survivor wasn't even halfway done.
Spin-off.
What were you doing?
And here's the real kicker. This so-called Sony Survivor had no Sony characters.
What?
It was the entire cast of, like, KH.
Here's the kicker!
Here's the kicker. My chair, the ground.
But wasn't it originally KH a Sony game?
No, well, yeah, but Sony didn't make it.
What are official Sony games, anyways?
Well, it's like Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, Crash and Spyro ones at one point. Then there's also Uncharted, God of War, Little Big Planet.
Storm.
Oh my fucking god! Alright, that was that was spontaneous combustion.
See, I only have one message board story, really.
I mean, well, do you want to tell it quick, or you just want me to get through all the crap I need to get through?
I don't mind. I don't mind. I can tell it quick or not. I can try to tell it quick. Well, this was 98, 99. I used to, back when the internet was still a baby.
What the fuck?
Not really. Internet was in the 80s.
Well, baby than me, because I didn't start using internet until 98. Because that's when the library, my town, first got the internet. I didn't get internet at my house until 2004. I didn't get real internet to my house until 3 years ago.
Oof.
But I had dial-up for 2004, 2013. My house.
Oof!
Big, massive, the biggest of all time L.
Yes, I know.
G with dial-up nowadays, dude. Oh my god.
This doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah,
anyways,
you could still use it, but it's shit.
Let's see. Well, it was my freshman year at college, and I was at the computer down the college library. I went to back at message boards were still a thing, and I went on this ABC. I used to go on these ABC message boards, talk about different TV shows and stuff. Each had its own forum. One forum, there's pretty much a fan fiction forum, where where each of us, took a character on that TV show and pretended to be that character, and typed up stories like Lucky said this, blah 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 blah, and blah 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 blah. The person was somebody else. We each played a different character on that show, act out the characters. But this big story happened in was late 98 or 99 was this kind of connected to my bully story before. Because if I never got bullied, I wouldn't have went to TTwC, where I met this girl who taught me about emails and stuff and signed up for the internet. So I did that, signed up for a message board, and went to the Boy Meets World message board. Where this one girl on the message board had tickets to go see the show. Like, I want to see the show. So I said, can I take it? He said, sure. And I flew a plane down there, because at the time my sister worked at the airport. My sister worked at the airport, and so I got tickets really cheap, boarding passes, and I flew down to California, met some girls I met online, and we saw Boy Meets World.
Wow.
That was quick, but yeah. I guess it was probably stupid of me. Meet people I never met before, but I did it. met some girls online.
At least you got what you wanted out of it.
They were nice. It was me and four girls. And we saw the too loud. And we saw the 6th season finale of Boy Meets World, where Mr. Feeney got married. I was in the audience for that.
It's pretty friggin' sweet, bro.
I mean, what's funny is
I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. That's so soon.
Okay.
I mean, I live in a place where it's possible to meet a lot of celebrities, yet the most I've gotten is
Oh, hello.
Hold up there.
Yeah. I mean, the most I've gotten is when I went to go see a stage play in New York, and one of the cast members of High School Musical was in it.
Which one?
Corbin Blue. He was like the star of it. The play.
Hey.
And me and a couple of kids from my class took a photo with him, but I don't have the photo.
Oh, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've gotta go in a few minutes, so
okay, bye.
Alright.
My closing remark thing.
You can make doing your...
So basically, I'm gonna be in a live-action Fallout trailer. It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
And I get to play the main Vault Dweller, who doesn't talk about the entire thing. That's all I want to give away for now, because I want you guys to see the end result. Maybe it'll be pretty good. Hopefully. Yeah. Alright, well, I've got to go. So, till next time, peace out.
Alright, go on.
Alright. Am I going on?
Yeah. Obviously.
Alright, so like I said before, the topic I made was called Sony Survivor, which wasn't even true because it was more like KH. It was like at that point that all the board users were like, you know what, we're tired of your bullshit. And they... Huh?
Rightfully so.
Yeah, they were demanding me to go away. I didn't listen. Alright, hang on a sec. Hold this. Let me see. Oh, it should be good. Hang on.
Well, I can't do anything with the camera set up now. Because I don't know what Schnick's trying to do.
So, but she never been on Mrs. Board, Mario? Mario, you never been on Mrs. Board at all?
No, one time.
Yeah.
Schnick, camera.
Yeah, tell your story. Tell your story.
Well, turn your camera. Thanks. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, basically, So there was this game that I played called RoboCraft, and for a while it was a pretty fun game, but I had one recurring problem. I'd always start during the countdown a little bit late than everyone else, because it's like everyone else loads in way faster than I do, yet the game still seems to run fine. So I went on the official RoboCraft message board to see if I could get some help. Basically, I got jack fucking shit worth of any help. Literally no one was helpful. Nobody. It was fucking ridiculous how that was even possible. And it was just so fucking horrible that I literally gave up, because it's like, oh, if no one's gonna help me, then what's the fucking point? And because no one helped me, I decided, fuck this, I'm not gonna play the game either, because I don't want to have to deal with this fucking bullshit, so... And also, the other reason on top of that was because the game was at its low point, so... Oh, yeah, it got worse and worse.
Too bad I didn't know you back then. We could play together. Because I used to play that game a lot.
Wow. Oh, and also, I guess I did remember one other story I had. So this other story I had...
Real fast.
Oh.
You used to... Sorry, I got to tell you, I don't think this before. I got to say this point's still relevant. You used to try to play World of Warcraft on a laptop using McDonald's internet. I used to do that.
Oh, God.
At the McDonald's lobby at 2:30 at night, playing World of Warcraft on my laptop.
So what happens when McDonald's tells you, hey, you need to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, well, I worked there, so I didn't care.
Oh. Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, I used to play the game because back then my parents still had my house. The house I was staying at had dial-up still, so I literally had to go to McDonald's to use the internet, at least anything relevant.
When McDonald's internet is better than your internet.
The only problem was because McDonald's internet, you had to log in every 2 hours, re-sign in every 2 hours. So if I was in the middle of a raid or a dungeon, when I was the healer or something, and I lagged out, the whole party was dead.
Oh my
Snick
God.
knows that, because I used to, back when me and Snick used to do K8's original K8's Let's Play. Every so often, I just logged out of the internet, and he had to do it by himself for a while because Price disappeared. Random.
Ah! Damn my rush.
Yeah, I know Stick remembers that when I
disappeared. Oh, fuck.
I remember a few occasions.
So, you go on your story now.
Yeah, so yeah, with the Sony Survivor thing, everyone had enough of my bullshit. They wanted me gone. And to make a long story short, I didn't listen. A bunch of users were making joke top games, including one guy. Okay. I responded by making TV Survivor 2. And the thing is, the original... Love you.
TV Survivor 2.
Yeah, so the thing is, the original one was abandoned after I started posting it, and I was like, oh, wow. Oh, no, I think I have to tell a story from the original. So the guy only had Simpsons characters because he claims, oh, that's all I watch. It was probably a joke, but maybe it wasn't. Also, another recurring joke was because of Smash Bros. Brawl. We kept throwing in Sonic and Snake, the guest characters from Smash Bros. Brawl, into it. And he did the same thing in his TV Survivor. So there was a scene where he ended up writing a dialogue scene where Maggie, the baby, randomly said "fuck you" to Nelson. Okay.
Yeah.
My response, that got people accusing me of being a troll. I said this: "Ha ha! Maggie cussed at Nelson."
Like some Simpsons?
Yeah, from Simpsons. That I don't even know what to say to that. So trying to. So yeah, I make it.
Oh, sorry, go on. I thought you were done that particular story.
Well, so I make TV Survivor 2. At that point, people caught on to how they were going to get rid of me. They just decided to ignore me.
Wait,
it got to the point where I made a 4th topic.
Alright. Apparently it wasn't an eyelash, it was a tiny hair. Alright, anyways,
I really wish I could just walk around, and that way I wouldn't have to deal with people coming off the elevator, but if I move around, I'm gonna fucking cut out.
So...
Okay, going back to what I was saying, real quick. So, there was one other story, real quick. Alright, so, I remember I was trying to find information on how to fix my laptop, because at the time, I got Windows 10, and it was such a piece of shit that it was going to eventually destroy my computer. So, and by computer I mean the one I'm using right now. So, I tried going on this Windows message board-like thing, and it's like, oh, come here to talk to a professional or something like that, and it was an official Microsoft board too. So I come on here, this guy messages me, but he takes fucking forever to message me, and it's like, I don't have fucking time to wait like an eternity, and this guy gives me the whole, oh well, people have jobs too, and and this isn't like my job or anything. We're not even professionals. It's like, well, the site says that you are, so what the fuck? And I literally told him that I was just gonna have my situation figured out myself, because seriously, I'm not gonna wait fucking a month for one reply. Fuck that shit. That's a waste of time. Yeah, that was it. And I don't really care for message boards unless I'm trying to find information. And typically I don't message on them myself. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go blow my nose.
Alright. So, Vandalia, if if my voice starts to stutter, wave at me.
Okay.
And then that'll be key for me to sit down. Alright? I'm going to try and move between the top 2 floors. Maybe that'll prevent the reception from going down.
Tell your calls to get better Wi-Fi. Hey, calls, get better Wi-Fi.
Alright, so what happened... So, with TV Survivor 2, everyone, all the board users caught on. They did the smart thing. They just ignored me. So, but then again, I kept going. I was starting to look like a crazy person. When TV Survivor 2 lost its audience, I just responded by making a 4th game based on the Mario and Sonic Olympic games. Then that ended up bombing, and I immediately made a 5th game, which was a crossover of the first 4.
And then at that point, like, the board users were fed up, and a couple of them just demanded me. They were like, "Go the fuck away." And people are all over the place. What the fuck is going on?
Everything.
I don't know.
That's what's going on.
Don't they know you're a famous celebrity? from Gotta Know Gaming.
So yeah, before I got interrupted again, so they come in the fifth topic and they're saying, "Go away."
And you can say, if you don't want to be part of my subject, stop just ignore my forums.
And of course, I got all triggered. I'm like, "Oh, I'm all alone on these boards. I have no friends." And eventually the guy who made the original TV Survivor topic, I don't know if it was just pity or if it was because he was bored or whatever, he ended up deciding to collaborate on a game with me.
Oh, and I can tell everyone else, in your faces.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Like I said, part of me wants to think it was pity, but another part of me is just like, the thing is, the board was dying back then, and nowadays it's completely dead. Like, literally all it gets nowadays are just a few of the same people reminiscing about the good times.
Huh.
So, essentially, the entirety of the in-game challenges were done by himself. Okay?
Okay.
And all I did was the shitty story. Too bad I kept ruining the... I mean, the game he made was an honest-to-God effort. Like, I came up with the challenge ideas, and he actually made them into something that could be played. Okay?
Yeah.
So, but then, even though he made an honest-to-God effort, I promptly went in and kept trying to ruin it.
Why? Not you're the
I kept throwing in things like chance cards, like, "Oh, do this, and maybe you'll win, maybe you won't."
You made a friend, and so somebody tried to friend you, and you're like, and you ruined it.
I mean, truth is, he actually did subscribe. He didn't badmouth me because of that. Like, I think he just politely put up with my stuff, like, just trying to make... I think truth is, I think he did like trying to make sure. I guess he liked the fact I was breathing new life into the board as it was dying, maybe. And truth is, he did subscribe to my old YouTube channel back then. So.
Oh God. Is there anything else? Schnick.
I just see you text him. Sorry. A guy was standing right in front of me.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's not all. Like, there was a lot more. So after he did that game, which was basically a retooled fifth game I tried to make, which was, I mean, mine just had the voting crap. This was an actual game that was actually played on the board. after seeing how he did it, because in my self-egotistical mode, I didn't bother looking at any of the other real games going on. But after taking a look at his game, I was like, oh, so that's how you do it. So I made a few honest-to-God efforts with limited success. I made a rip-off of Cage Recom that served as the basis for the Castle Oblivion part in the shitty RPG.
Oh, fuck.
Trust me, you don't want to know what it went into the original version. Like, the original was even more messed up. Maybe it'll be its own episode when we dedicate a podcast episode to the shitty RPG.
Maybe for episode 101.
Oh, no. No. If you're gonna have me talking about the shitty RPG, it's gotta be on a Saturday, as you can see.
Yeah. So that'd be an even number then.
Yeah. So, yeah, then I ended up making a sequel to the Cage Recom ripoff. I was trying to make... I advertise it as a Mafia-style game, because there is another message board-style game called Mafia. It's kind of hard to describe.
What would it organize the members like in the mob?
Yeah, kind of.
Marluxia with the Godfather.
Well, essentially, the next game was meant to be like a heroes versus villains kind of thing, and it was bad. Bad. I legit just made up challenges as I went along. And I tried way too hard to incorporate the challenges as story.
Actually, you know what? Chain of Memories, I think that was more or less Survivor, more Big Brother kind of thing. They were all in a house together. A castle house. That was more of like a Big Brother type of thing.
Kind of. That's not how I saw it back.
Even though that's the same thing. Even though, that's kind of the same thing, isn't it? I think Big Brother and Survivor is almost the same show, but one's in the house and one's in the wild.
Well, hang on. Trying to... Well, let's see. The 7th game I made, like I said, it was bad. Then I followed that up with an Amazing Race game. Because, I mean, the two shows are pretty similar. In fact, one of them was supposed to be a host on the other, but the more he got the other... Like, the guy who went on to host the Amazing Race was supposed to be a candidate for hosting Survivor, but then he went to the race instead. Truth is, if I remember correctly, the Amazing Race game was not that bad. In fact... when it ended up falling apart, I was like blaming myself. And another challenge was like a guy who was actually posting was like, "Oh, it's not as bad as your other games. It's just that the big problem it had is just users started lurking. They were not posting. They weren't participating anymore, so it fell apart." I did work on like a few other games. Like I made a few more attempts, and including a remake of the first voting game I did.
Damn it!
Like, yeah.
Did you try to get Luigi to win again?
No. Thank God. But I mean, well, no. It wasn't a voting game. This time it was done in the style of a real game. The challenges weren't that good at first, but then eventually when I got a talking to, I made them decent. That's all, just decent.
What do you mean you got a talking to?
The freaking players in the board that signed up for the game yelled at me.
Again.
Because I was bad.
Again.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, eventually it got kind of decent. Like, not anything special, but notably, a guy who was on the board back when it formed and then left for a while and came back around that point, he was probably one of the nicer users to me. And when I eventually rage quit the board briefly, he actually sent me a personal email saying, don't take all that to heart. It's not that. Don't take all that to heart. Stuff happens to all of us. Like, in specifically mentioning he tried to start his own game, and despite him being well loved by everyone on there, no one signed up for this game.
Wow.
So, just due to a lack of interest, you know.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else is. Oh no, we have the reason why my board rage quit happened.
Was that your CRPG?
I tried to run a version of the shitty RPG on the message board.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, numerous times, different people were telling me it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Don't try it. I tried it.
Like a written walkthrough for your game?
No, it wasn't a walkthrough. Like, it was. They actually had to post messages like, "Oh, attack this enemy. Walk here." Like, basically, they were controlling the shitty RPG by posting messages.
Like, is that like that Twitch plays Pokemon thing?
I don't know. All I know is that 3 people signed up for it. Only 1 had time to participate. And then eventually, on the same night, a message from one other guy comes in, and he says this. He basically told the one guy who was participating, warning him he was going to be sick, tired, and bored of it. And needless to say, I got super triggered by that. I closed the topic, and I went on a huge tirade about... Like, I was basically throwing a temper tantrum equivalent to a kindergartner who got his freaking lunch taken away or something. And, and then I announced I was going to be leaving. I announced I was going to be leaving the message board.
Did anyone care?
A couple people said good riddance, and other people were dancing on my grave. Mostly due to my over-dramatic reaction, though. You know? I'm sure they didn't want to hate me. I gave them reason for them to hate me. Then the aforementioned guy who sent me the email, he sent the email. I decided to come back, except I claimed I was retired from making games. I wasn't going to make them anymore. I just decided to play them.
And that's when the CRPG sat there for 10 years.
No, the shitty RPG continued in private. It's just that originally the stupid organization CBEC members were users on the board. I replaced them with personal friends of mine. Alright, I'm going to start walking again.
Nice neck.
Oh, thank
it's
you.
very necky.
So, yes, I only participated in 2 games. Well, actually 3, one of which I got eliminated from quickly. 2 others I lasted surprisingly long into, and that's only because one of them I was just not fast enough. Like, literally, it was a game called Don't Be Last, where you had to be the first one to post, and I got to second place. And, well, more specifically, it was the third one, because the first one, if you can believe it, I actually won. The second one, that was when I rage quit the board for a month. The third one, I came in second, because literally there was one guy that was like a millisecond faster than me. And another game that I took part in was actually a Mafia game based on Nottingham. Like, you know, Robin Hood.
Oh. I was thinking, like, is that King Arthur? No, that's Camelot.
Yeah, and if you can believe it, I actually made it almost to the end.
And?
Yeah, I made it almost to the end until I ended up saying, legit, I could have provided. The reason why I got eliminated was because it's a kind of game where you have to accuse people of what role they have. They assumed I was the last villain standing because I was not accusing anybody.
Wow.
Yeah, and even when they made it clear why isn't he accusing anybody, I didn't go on that hint, and I didn't make any accusations to anybody, even though I had a feeling the guy who was it, and when he got eliminated, I had a feeling it was him. And I didn't say anything.
Wow. Huh.
So, then eventually, I was still getting like a bunch of insults on the board. Probably because of my past behavior. And I decided, you know what? After the Don't Be Last round 3 game, I was like, I left for good.
Wow.
Well, then again, I shouldn't say for good, because I tried making a comeback a year later, and I tried doing another Amazing Race game. Not much people reacted to me coming back, and when the game got like no signups, I tried making another game where you basically had to watch YouTube videos and rate them. That got no attention, so I just left for good after that. That was like in 2011.
How was that last one a game, though? Don't people already do that all the time?
It's a game because basically the idea is that you pick a theme, and then a bunch of people have to send you videos, and then whoever has the worst one gets eliminated.
Worst one as in what?
As in the video you like the least out of all of them.
So are you just, like, are you given a video, or do you have to choose a video within the theme?
You have to choose a video within the theme. Like, say, for instance, I remember one time when a video rating game was played, one theme was that you had to find a video that had at least 1 million views.
Okay.
Then there was another video, like I once did, when I did a video rating game once, or at least a mini game, I chose best to choose a destruction video.
Did videos have that many views back then?
Yeah, there were. Yeah, even like in 2008, 2009. Like, well, actually, the biggest videos were over 1 million. Like AVGN. And great.
I remember back in the day when 1 million subscribers was a rare thing. Or something.
Well, Well, I think Fred was the first one to do it, and wasn't that in 2009?
Yeah, I think so.
But videos with 1 million views was not uncommon. Like, I remember when I competed in my only video rating game, I survived the first round only because I picked Super Mario Brothers Frustration. But then I got eliminated the next few rounds because my video choices were shit.
Wow. So how does one get eliminated? The one that the other people like the least, or the one you like the least, or what?
The one that the host likes the least.
Oh.
Yeah.
You weren't the host.
So then how can you? So then how can you play your own YouTube game? I don't understand.
No, basically. What do you mean you don't understand? The host chooses the topic. All the players have to find videos related to the topic, and whichever one is the worst out of the bunch, according to the host, the player gets eliminated. Whoever chose that video.
Yeah, but the thing though is that you said that you were playing your own game. Hence,
No. It was a game from another guy.
So then why'd you say you
He gave me the idea.
Oh.
I didn't say I played my own game.
Vandalia,
You must have misheard me.
I think you said your first game you played was Mario, and then you that passed, and your next game didn't pass.
No, well, kind of. You know, it doesn't matter. Just go on.
Alright, so yeah, I left the board for good after that. After my 2 attempted comebacks failed in 2011. What happened?
And then he met me.
Actually, that was around the same time. All I'm gonna say is the board is basically dead. All it gets is occasional posts from the original users every now and then. I've almost considered going back on there and giving a formal apology, but I don't know if it would work.
You're like, hey guys, I'm back.
For the 5th time.
Except I'm not going to be making games anymore. All I'm saying is, sorry, I was a douche. Bye.
I wonder if the people you played with, you talked to back then, or are even still on the board.
No, they are. They are. I know their usernames.
I swear, if Schnick, if you were going to make that, I swear you would make a freaking essay about it.
You think I'll make an essay? Oh my god. That's why I really wish I was home, so that way I could go into more detail.
Side note, what's with the caution, no police...
It's just the school's decorations. It's just their way of being hip. 6 floors themed after a crime scene.
A real crime scene?
Well, they have the names of notorious serial killers and famous detectives.
Oh, I thought maybe someone actually died there.
No.
In your college, the famous. In this storm room, somebody was murdered. This is where This is where a famous gangster stayed when we went to college. That happened in my town. Some gangster was shot to death in a city away from me in Dayton, Ohio.
Wow.
Back in the 30s or 40s. He saw a movie and got shot to death by the police. I think John Dillinger was his name. So did anybody watch the speech last night? I didn't.
Trump's State of the Union address. No.
There was a speech?
Yeah, every year the president gives a speech.
Really?
Yeah, it's for the last 200 years.
I don't remember that.
It happens every year, except when he gets elected, it's the inaugural speech, and every year after that, it's the State of the Union speech.
Yeah, I never fucking even heard of that. That's how little I care about politics, apparently.
So you ever heard the State of the Union address?
No. No, when I mean I never heard of it, I fucking never heard anyone talk about it. Like, this is a thing that is completely out of my realm. Like, it is not even heard of.
If you don't have cable, it's literally the only thing on. It interrupts every other TV show. You know, if you don't have cable or Hulu.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's on ABC. It's on all the multiple channels and all the news channels. Obviously, it's like the only thing on. You don't have the internet. The only thing you can watch.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't watch it. It's pretty. Didn't care for it either. Basically all it is the president goes in front of the Congress and Senate. He says stuff. They all clap. Yay, whatever. They don't clap, and then after it's done, the other side, whatever party the other side is, they give a rebuttal speech and saying the president was wrong about this, that, and that. It happens every year. No matter the president or the party. For the last 200 years. Of course, it wasn't televised until recently.
And this year was about...
I don't know, I don't watch it.
Fuck.
Who would?
I don't care who the president is, I still wouldn't watch it.
Well, if it was a good president, I would watch it. Maybe.
I just don't really give a shit, so it's like, whatever.
Only time I ever listen, only Trump speech I ever listened to was last year when he interrupted my show and talked about how we were getting out of the Paris Accords.
Oh my God, that's what he said last time?
Like sometime in June, I think. Back in June, he says, "We're leaving."
Yeah, he did say it in June.
I guess the subject now is the president.
Okay. Also, apparently, Sparrow put Stats of the Onion. It's been there for a little bit, but yeah.
Stats of the Onion.
Yep.
What? What is that? What does he mean, Stats of Onion?
It's literally just stats
or
of the
speech,
onion.
Or speech. I guess the topic could be speeches, because I'm ready to deliver a few speeches in class.
Well, we don't have too much time left because it's 9:53.
Yeah, so about you, Nick. You ever had to give any speeches?
Well, sometimes I had to give in-class presentations.
I was terrible back in the day. I was terrible at getting up in front of people.
He's poking fun at the State of the Union.
Sparrow. Oh. What union anymore? Sparrow, did you actually watch it?
Trump may as well be an onion. I am nothing but a human onion. That's his next State of the Union address.
He's been compared to Shrek at times.
Yeah, back when I used to have to give book reports, I was like up there like hi, the book I read was this. It was a good book. Literally. Back I took speech class in 10th grade. Is to prep me for drama class. To get a speech, and we told a famous speech from a hat, you know. We had to recite it, you know, be dramatic about it. I literally got the Martin Luther King speech. That was the speech I pulled.
Wow.
Really, the only two pieces I know famous speeches I knew back then were the Martin Luther King speech and the Lincoln speech, Gettysburg Address. Only two famous speeches I ever heard of back as a kid.
Schnick Sparrow said, "I don't care to listen to Dolan dump yak on."
Huh? What did he say?
Didn't you hear me?
I didn't understand it.
He don't care. I heard snippets of it, but I didn't watch it.
He doesn't care to listen to Dolan dump yak on. Donald Trump, Dolan dump. Why do you look so confused? How is this confusing?
So I don't know what the reference is.
Donald Trump! He's talking about Donald Trump. He doesn't care to listen to Donald Trump yak on, but he replaces Donald Trump with Dolan dump. He's making fun of his name.
Okay.
No, not K! Not K! Oh my god, Schnick. It's not okay. How is this confusing? I legitimately do not understand. Why are you so freaking confused?
He just changed he did a few letters in his name.
Yeah!
I didn't get the reference.
He's talking. Reference. It's not a fucking reference. I mean, the only reference he's making is Donald fucking Trump. That's who he's talking about.
Or he replaced Trump with Duck. Donald Duck.
Donald Dolan Trump dump. Do you get it now?
Replace the D with a TR with a D. But anyways, yeah.
It's like Goosey. No, it's like Goosey, Lucy, Foxy, Loxy, Schnicky Licky, Mario Wario. It's all the same.
Luckily, luckily, my name doesn't rhyme with anything.
Trumpy Wumpy.
Huh?
Trumpy Wumpy, he said. luckily, my name doesn't rhyme with anything.
Lamont Chamont.
I guess there's that.
You can't escape it.
But yeah, I was
orange.
But anyways, I was terrible at speeches. I was so monotone and stuff. And I like. But you guys, you guys any good at public speaking back in the day? I guess Mario still is today.
Well, I'm okay with speaking. I have no problem with crowds. It's just that sometimes when I have too many thoughts in my head, I'll stutter.
Before I started making YouTube videos, I was terrible at speaking. What you Mario? You good at public speaking?
No, well, I mean, I haven't really done any public speaking at all, so unless you count like presentations in a classroom that you're in. God, the hiccup was building up. But yeah, other than doing presentations in classes that you're already in, no.
Yeah,
unfortunately, though, we're running out of time.
Yeah, I think I've gotten better at talking, especially on my channel. I used to be terrible at talking, especially my early Let's Plays, but I think I've gotten better at it. I think this YouTube's given me a lot of practice at talking. But you, Sparrow, are you good at public speaking, or you suck at it? You're still here. Okay. I guess anybody have any final words to talk about?
He's never done it.
Is your final word?
Yeah, because my dog got a bath today, and my mom was going on about how crazy he was. Like, first, apparently, he ran around the house in redneck mode, trying to catch him to put him in the bathtub. And then, as soon as he gets out of the bathtub, he runs around even more like a lunatic.
Oh my god. It sounds like a madhouse.
Get laughed off the stage.
I can only freaking imagine your dog jumping out of the bathtub. There's like a camera view of him running, and you can see all the freaking water droplets just flying off of his fur as he's running across the house. And then when your family member's about to catch your dog just shakes the water, gets in their eyes, and runs under the he runs under the legs and is like, get away! Oh, fucking hell.
So, what you, Mario, any final words?
I need to tell people to not interrupt me when I'm doing a podcast. And yeah, unless it's to bring dinner in, which I'll gladly have. Nice face, Schnick. It's frozen. And it's on the podcast now. Good job.
Yeah.
I think he lost connection, actually.
That sucks.
Hang on. Wait. I'm back.
Yeah.
Can you turn your camera back on?
Yeah, just a minute. So, if this wasn't said, he stopped after my dad caught him and started brushing his hair. My dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess to wrap this up. Speeches. When you're shy and can't talk, they're hell on earth. And I don't think anyone cared about the president's speech. Message boards, I think apparently except for the Warcraft message board, I don't think any of them are really relevant anymore. I don't even use message boards that much. Maybe
there's plenty of message boards that are relevant. Like, sorry to bring up DSP and Christian again, but there's an entire message board website called Kiwi Farms. It's just dedicated to talking about douchebags like them.
But they're not relevant, so
they're not. But I don't want to mention them all that much anymore because it's just not worth it.
Yay!
For stuff we haven't seen anymore, for stuff we haven't seen, watch these things. Spread your variety. Who knows? You might like it. And for music and gaming, be careful what you listen to because it might get stuck in your head. In games and in real life. And with that, enjoy the randomness. We'll see you Saturday for episode 100 of the podcast. Hopefully we'll have some more people on it. But anyways, we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.